Good day to y'all. This is not me recording for the third time because I forgot how my hotkeys work on my laptop. Welcome back. My name is Recorexia, your caster, commentator, and analyst, YouTuber. I have no idea at this point. Editing his own video, audio editor, podcaster. Say it, content writer. Say it, and I'll be there. It's as simple as that. I like Valorant. Getting back to this. Hope you're having a good day. Today we'll be looking at the game between Obey versus Reckoning Esports in the Esports Premier Grand Finale. That's simply because that's the last Indian competitive LAN event that took place at the start of the year and after the chamber patch. So that's where it is more crucial to watch it because chamber patch gameplay is not effective anymore. So now getting into this in a very fast way, we're going to quickly look into the team of Obey, which consists of a core of players from VLT and Enigma, the old Enigma who are now gone to Orangutan. Quite a dream team for many. And the team of Reckoning Esports. So consisting how it is over here, we're simply going to go into the map. You can see the turret is over here just to get control at B. The alarm bot is here to make sure that nobody's in garage. So why is that? A main, they're making sure hey look, if somebody's there, something's going to happen. And we clearly see Excali do what? Sends the shock dart, puts the pressure, gets the orb, pushes back. And that's that. It's a bit passive and Deadmaker at the meantime is nope, I want to kill, I want death. And that is what he's known for and that he'll give you. That's what he's going to give you. Antidote is low due to the KO Molly, and now they're going to send the dog simply, you can see, covering every single angle, trying to see if anybody's on site, and nobody's on site. So now, OB are okay, what is happening? Meanwhile, Reckoning are just yep, we're just going to check here. But then the Sova's okay, you know what, I could be creeping into A, just to get some information about it, or I could just wait over here to see if there's any push coming from my way. So let's see what happens. Do they go into A or there's a push? Let's find out. Reckoning now play slow. It's just I would like to show the mini-map for this. They play a bit slow. They destroy the alarm bot. And they're okay, what is happening? Reckoning are still checking if there's what do you say? If there's a backstab. And they don't see it. But if you notice something in the mini-map, which I will go back to right now, is this. If I had to go a little bit more back, simply to show y'all, we're going to go to the mini-map and you can see RVK. RVK is now hey, lurking time. He's coming, and then the alarm bot. The turret gets triggered, he's oh wait, there are people there, run, delete, go back. And so he does go back. And now he's just taking an angle, and he's pushing back. Now, Zeke noticing this is okay, you know what, I can put some pressure. Meanwhile, they're still checking aim in to see if there's any push. Meanwhile, what has happened over here, instead of being at B because they're seeing no presence, no turret, they're all rotated to A. There's an RVK even put a smoke at A short, towards A short, to not allow the entries from A short. And so, does this work? Will they actually go A after putting so much pressure here? Let's just find out. We continue. Hush gets another one at mid, and now they're hey, look, these people are at mid, they could be coming at A, push to A. So you can see RVK is immediately rotating, seeing through garage, and now he's going towards A. Or is he? He stays to garage. Meanwhile, Zeke is hey, wait a minute. Zeke could be clear. And he just walks. Meanwhile, the team is joining him. They walk. They check every corner. Check. This is what crucial thing you should do. Check every corner of the team. Now, they have the idea. Okay, where do we plant? Do we play for the post plant? I have my shock. Dio's I have my shock darts. Meanwhile, OB are just at A. They're putting all the pressure at A. RVK has even smoked A. So what has happened is this merry-go-round has led there for RVK to come from all the way from here, go all the way here, to all the way here, to all the way here. And be lads, maybe we are pinching them. Maybe they're here because they see the smoke. Because the smoke has been put. It's okay, they could be here because they had no util over here. So is it true? Is ROG here? ROG? Sorry. Reckoning here? No, they're not. They're at C. And wait for it. And we all will see this together. Where immediately when the plant comes down, they're wait for it. All are looking what is happening? 5, 4, the plant. Oh wait, lads, it's not B. It's not A. It is C, and now they run. Run. You can see all the players run. And you can immediately see on top, now, the first fight. They see over here, they're trying to get a pick. Zeke is I'm gonna get a kill. Nope. Exactly I have come for death, and I am coming to get you. RVK goes down because of the backstab over here. And clearly now you can see it's a 3v3. One pick, Deadmaker gets another. And now he's got a little bit of tagging. Excali gets another, and now you can see the VLT code just yep, we're going to do something. RG sends the dart, but he dies before he sends the second dart. So that second dart, if it had hit, it was over. They would have lost this round, or they would have not actually lost this round, but it would have been VL, Deathmaker and how Excali would have been, how do I put it? they both would have been dead. Oh no, they would have been alive, but Deathmaker would have died, but our Excali would have been alive. So now we can go into the next round immediately after the pistol to have a just look. That's like what is happening, and we begin with this. This round we take it into play. Again, ROG are like, this time OBS is like, we're gonna put 2 man at A. Meanwhile, Rishi like, I'm gonna stay C and I'm not gonna push. The alarm bot, the smoke, all up here. Dominic is now trying to go for a B push, but guess what? Excali is like, Helif is like, not today. Gets 2 picks, and now just like, oh my god. Lads, what do we do? This B push is not working for Reckoning. So, what do? Do they wait it out? Meanwhile, you can clearly see like Zeke is low. Dominic has some HP, but not a lot. Meanwhile, over here, OB is just confused. Like, okay, they're gonna come B again. We've got a turret. This time they're making sure the util is there. Dominic is just gonna hold because the alarm bot, they know the minute the alarm bot was put, it was triggering. It triggered something or the other, like the rotation was triggered. Meanwhile, now you can clearly see something that has happened. Last round we saw it happened over here, where the spike went from all the way from here to C. This time, because A was left empty by by OB, Reckoning have now spotted that, and now they're going into A side to plant, which is a tendency which OB, I mean, they were not a team, but they could keep this in mind for next time, like the rotation which they were planted. I don't think so they are, but anyhow, Deathmaker gets the ping, like, hey, look, he's here. Deathmaker goes on top. The spike is being planted. Dominic gets another on the rotation, but Dominic is now low because he had like 1v1 and he won that piss done. So now it's fun, but Deathmaker like, nope, I'm getting a pick, and now he misses the 3v2. Dominic is low. Rio has to play alone. It was a 2-man thing. He gets one, but the trade has been taken, and again it's Excali and Deathmaker at the end. A bit of the Nova Pulse or a bit of the Gravity Well doesn't work. Deathmaker gets his other kill, and yeah, that's that. I mean, yeah, you can clearly see the synergy between a player like Excali and Deathmaker. And this is immediately after, how do I put it? Excali had changed rosters from Enigma to VLT, so you can understand like why has this been done. You can see like the chemistry which these two people had with each other, and that is something to note as well, which I actually like. So yeah, there's that. 2 rounds to obey. So let's see, do they continue with this lead or they don't? So let's just find out as we go into the rounds of pistols where Obe are on the attack. And now we are back with this. Oh god. And now we're back. We are back. So yeah, we are now going to look into this. Sorry for that thing. I mean, it's fine. I could edit it out, but yeah, apologies. Now we are back with looking into the, how do I put it? Looking into the defensive round of Reckoning. The score was 7-5, and I'll just put it in this game. The score was 5-0. It was 7-2, I think, so, and then they made a comeback like to 7-5. So let's see, with the momentum on their side, can Reckoning do something on defense? So we clearly begin. Let's see what Obe has in plan. Will there be a mid push again from a team like similar to what Reckoning doing, or they're going to do something else? There's a lot of KG util at A. A star already being put. We go into 3, 2, 1, and we begin. We look into this, a bit of B presence over here, just trying to get the first pick. The dart comes in from Reckoning immediately to get A control, and they're like, hey, nobody's at A main. Okay, fine, we can either rotate or we can just play a bit aggressive. But instead, you hear the shots at B, and they're like, okay. Immediately there's one thing. Helif gets the first pick, Fishbowl goes down, and it's like, lads, come on. But now, could they be going B? At the same time, you can see a player like Excali, and if I'm correct, RVK are just pushing. They see the smoke, so they're like, we're just going to wait for the smoke to go, and we will continue. Meanwhile, there is no direct rotation, but Harsh goes down. Harsh gets 2 actually, sorry. He gets 2 in Garage. It's like, okay, wait, what? Like, how? And now the tides have worked in their favor. Dominic gets spotted, and it's like, okay, this is going to be effective on the defense. Dominic gets another. RVK tries to help out his team. You can see Andrew is just trying to get some wall bangs over there. RVK gets 1. RVK gets 2. But that is not enough, and Rio gets the last kill. And ROG are trying to make that comeback or something. The attack didn't work in their favor. And you can see the fans are just getting a little bit anticipated, like, hey, what is happening? Let's just have a look. I will just fast forward a bit because here we can see over here the same thing is being done. There's an Astra star here, there's an Astra star here. This time the Nano Swarm by KG is at B instead of A. So what out again, we know what to expect. So let's see if this is going to be any different, or can the comeback be completed? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The KO knife comes now. One thing if I would like to pause out about this. So this KO knife, if we go into the mini map, it was aimed for here. You can already see that there's a kill. Well, we'll talk about that kill it detects you over here. So the minute it hits over here, you can get an entire circle over here. So it gives you like A main immediately. So you don't need to send an arrow or dart from inside. You can just send the key knife from here. That is the advantage because the knife detects even things after the wall. So we'll just go a bit back. Okay, I'll go back to the main screen. We'll just go a bit back. And we start this round and you can clearly see what is going to happen. Surprisingly, there's a bit of aggression seen over here. But and he gets the Sova. He thought like, hey, I can bully him. And now short control, they have A main control and short control. So the smoke comes in by Dominic. But Dominic is just holding. And this is where things get saucy. Because, if I wait for it. Now you can look over here into this minimap. We've got a situation. Now we're going to slowly analyze this. On one hand, we have two people split over here at A from Obe. Meanwhile, we know that Reckoning is one man low. We've got one at mid from Reckoning, one at Garage, like just towards Garage, and Dominic is all alone on site. Meanwhile, there are three people, so it's a 3-2 split. There's a mid thing over here just to check mid presence. Those nanoswarms are not going to be effective now. Kyo is all alone over here. So what happens right now? Like, is this split going to be effective? Because the spike is here. If I find the spike is over here in C, so if they die, the spike is gone. But if they get this pick and then they get the next pick, they can, they raise it over here. Plant here, play on the close plant. This guy is immediately going to rotate or they're going to get this pick and be like, hey, we have to get this. And so he has to try to get them both and then run back to help his team because he'll be the only one left. Or he'll have to give up at that point. So let's see, does this risky strategy does work out or does it not? And we continue. Fishbowl is just looking, trying to support. Dominic gets one. He gets another. Harsh gets another. And Dominic gets two more. And now from a situation where everybody was here, nobody's here. It's backfired. Instead, there are three people now on site with the spike. And Antidote is all alone. The split didn't work. And now Reckoning can feel that they're making a comeback. And the shots are coming in. And I would just fast forward from there. You can meanwhile see Antidote just chump. Coming, slowly coming. Me taking his own sweet time. And so I'm just going to fast forward ahead. And ahead. Now he's got he's waiting for the turret and the alarm bot if you notice over here. But now, what's the thing? He's on 34 HP. And 3, 2, 1, he tries to look for a peek. And the turret's like, nope, gets 2 shots. He doesn't destroy the turret. So now the turret has taken them to 5, from 34 to 5. And he's like, okay, if I don't shoot the turret's going to kill me. And guess what? Neither of these players are like, nah, we are not engaging. Let the turret fight you. So it's now become like a 4th member, which is the advantage of having KG over here. So Antidote is like, god damn it. So what does Antidote choose to do? Jump speaks. Turret shots are there. Fishbowl is holding a Marshall over here. It's a turret versus turret fight, but the turrets are not targeting each other at all. So I'm like, you know what? 15 seconds are left. I can't be asked. I put the alarm ball just checking on top. Goes into the peak. But the turret comes and gets him and he dies on the turret. And guess what? The score is 7-all. And Dominic continues to shoot everybody. So yeah, that is how it is. The game went on from an interesting 2-0 to 7-2 to 7-5 to 7-all. What happened in the rest of the game? I'm not going to tell you about it. You can go and watch it for yourself on this because it was a good game. I had to analyze the entire game. I really enjoyed it. So do have a watch of the entire game. Do see the game by esports.in. And yeah. That's all from today. I hope you all enjoyed this analysis. Take care, be safe, and yeah, the next video is going to be us analyzing the next map, which I don't know, but we'll find out. So take care, peace, and goodbye.